Monergism, or unconditional election, teaches that regeneration is completely the result of God's work, and man has no part or cooperation in it. It is salvation by irresistible grace, leading to regeneration, and then to faith. In other words, if thought through logically, a person is saved before he is saved. This is in accord with the two models that we have already discussed, supra and infralapsarianism. To justify this, Calvinist doctrine says that one is born again by the Spirit. After that occurs, they then choose Jesus Christ, and then they are saved. In other words, being born again is not salvation, but rather an intermediate step on the road to salvation. One could paraphrase that by saying, nobody has free will unto salvation, but God chooses a person to be saved, gives them free will to choose through regeneration, being born again, and then he uses that free will of choice to be saved. But if they have free will to choose after being born again, and they cannot use it to reject Jesus Christ, then it really isn't free will. Rather, it is forced will. Calvinism is convoluted, and it involves very unclear thinking and a twisting of the Bible. Further, this view actually usurps God. If you have no choice in your salvation, I would like to ask you, how do you know that you are saved? How can anyone make a claim that they are saved when they didn't have anything to do with their salvation? In other words, you are speaking for God by claiming salvation at all. Of course, an answer might be, I believed after regeneration, therefore I am saved. However, there are false gospels, and people believe them. They do it all the time. We know lots of people that know false gospels, and they accept them. There are people who believe wrongly and yet claim that they are saved. When they find out that they're wrong, they change their belief, hopefully, in order to be saved. So when were they saved? When they believed correctly. But Calvinism says that they were saved by God's predetermined will even before they were created. So why did they go through the times of falsely believing that they were saved? What exactly was God doing with them at that time? If he wasn't doing something with them at that time, then they had to freely choose to do what they were doing. Hence, they had free will in the matter. False gospels imply that there is a true gospel, and the spirit of the Antichrist implies that there is a true spirit. Belief must precede regeneration, and it does. This is what the Bible teaches. Your faith brings salvation. Finally, Monergism denies free will in fallen man, but free will is necessary for love because forced love is not love at all. And if you are forced to will, then you are not freely loving. Sinner